Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're near the end zone.
From the 35, here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Henderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Formation for the Patriots.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, nice move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he stopped immediately there.
You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
It's set.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down at the 40-yard line.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers 40-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
They'll throw with May.
He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now on play action, it's Purdy.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we
coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. May. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They're going to throw. May. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's May.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They can really put them in command before intermission.
And it's over.
It got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 32 that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's another 49er first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
To throw, it's May.
Left side caught by Diggs.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
To the air, May.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, New England.
May going to give it to Henderson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield.
And here he'll get it down to the 7th. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Niners offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Purdy now to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Ramirez.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That's complete to Pearson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Purdy.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Purdy looking to throw.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw.
36-yard line.
That's complete. Travion Henderson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Patriots have it. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the Patriots, first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
From the shotgun, it's May. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Near his goal line, here's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Look at the big man rumble.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
A gain of 47 on the play. And the 49er.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Touchdown, 49ers! A great play there. 34 yards. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
First down, Patriots.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Slot man moves right.
Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Back at the 31-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
That is on for the Patriots field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Ricky Pearsall.
61 yards.
49ers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Patriots 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Third down.
Throwing here is May. He'll try to do this himself.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 34-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out, up.
Play action. Now Purdy will try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
At the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Boy, 175 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the 15-yard line is where they take over. Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramirez. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Able to slither by. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll throw with May. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Looking to throw, May. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw again. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New England.
Here's May. It's complete to Diggs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's May. A leading target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
May now off the bootleg. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 9. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they go play action with May. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. For Gallus now for the extra point. Then they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense had Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, 207 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And some space here. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Ramsey. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.